So I'm going to make a quick video on how to set up your drop-in office hours using Zoom, some virtual office hours here. So from the university homepage or from a browser or whatever, and this is specific to Western Kentucky University, you'd have to use a different method likely. But from here, I'm just going to go to wku.zoom.us, and that's what we use here at WKU. So you'll click on this, and from here you'll want to sign in. I find, by the way, this is the easiest way for me to show you how to do this. There's another way to do it, but I think this will be the easiest for everyone to do. So what you'll do is you'll sign in here, and mine's skipping through, but you'll probably see a login here where it takes you to the university server and asks for your user, net ID, and password, and you'll log all that in. Okay, so here's your profile, and you'll see that you have a couple of things on here to look at and one thing to change. And I'm going to suggest that you change this right here. Now this is your virtual room, your virtual meeting room. And here's your meeting ID. This is your phone number, so to speak. But I find that if you customize this and make it something that you can easily share with people and that people can find you more easily, it works best. I just use my name. So you save the changes, you're done. I'm gonna hit cancel because I've already got it set up. There's some other settings down here if you want to change the time format, etc. Once you've done that, this is the link that you're going to share with people. What you'll do is you'll go to meetings, and then you will go to personal meeting room. Okay, you get to the personal meeting room. Again, you'll see where I personalized my link right here. And then you can copy that invitation and you can share it with people. And that is what they will click on to join your virtual office. So once you get in there, you will start the meeting. Oh, before I forget, one thing that I suggest you do is you allow students to join before you get there, just in case you're running late or you forgot to put it in there, and they can sit there and join. The other thing is I suggest that you mute them. That way there's not a lot of sound coming in. And then you have this waiting room. That's going to be important too. I've turned off recording the meeting automatically because if these are just open office hours and you're in there and it's just recording everything, then it's going to be recording a lot of silence as no students come in. So let's go ahead and load this up and see what it looks like. Now I'm going to open up my app that I've downloaded, but I've tested it with starting from the browser. I hit cancel, then I came down and I started from the browser, and it worked just fine. It was going to work almost the exact same way. So I'm going to open it this way. I got to move this here, so I'm going to move this over here because I know that it's gonna mess up here. And I am going to join this from my wife's phone. Okay. And I'm going to show you what the waiting room looks like and what kind of options you have to message people. So here we go. I'm going to hit join on the phone. And you should hear a ding dong here in a little bit. There it is. So at this point, you can just go ahead and admit them into the room, or you can go to the waiting room. And I'm just going to show you the waiting room here. Pops up, and there you see the person waiting. If you had set it up to where students could be there before you, then they would automatically be in here. Then you join, and then you basically see the same thing. So at this point, you have a couple of options. You can just leave them in there. You can bring them in. You can remove them. I'm going to go ahead and admit the person to the waiting room, and this is just set up the same way. And on the other one, there are options to connect in various ways. So I've got them both muted right now. I'm not going to turn the sound on so I don't get any feedback, and I'm not going to turn my video on either, but you can turn your video on, you can turn your sound on. At this point, you can have a conversation with the student. If other students were to drop in, they would automatically go into that waiting room up here, and you could deal with them that way. So here it is, and then you just have share your screen, have a conversation, whatever you want to do to visit with them, and when they're done, you can move them. You want to move them into the waiting room, or you want to remove them so the next person can come in, or if you want to have them have a conversation with another student, you can do that. I'm going to put this into the waiting room so I can show you this next feature here, and that is you can send a message to people who are in the waiting room. So you go here, click on the waiting room, and you wanted to say something like, I'll be with you in a moment, I'm finishing up with somebody, give me about 10 minutes, or hey, I'm not going to be able to meet with you after all, try back in about an hour, or whatever message you want to send to those people who are in the waiting room. You can do that. From the waiting room, you can just remove them as well once they're there, or they can remove themselves. So in this case, I'm just going to remove, and then you will have this warning here. I click OK, and that person is gone. And on the phone, looking down, it says that they were removed from the waiting room. And that's it. That's it. Pretty easy. That's it. Pretty easy. I'm going to end the meeting here. And I think I did this, but that personal link that you have, before I forget about it, that's something that you would email to your students. You could put it on Blackboard. You could put it in your announcements. That's what you would share with people so they could drop in your office. All right. If you have any questions, don't leave me a comment because I'm probably not going to look at them. I am super busy, but I hope that this video was super helpful. Have a wonderful day.